to go through it for the purpose of evaluating the quality of your faith. Not only is he evaluating the quality of your faith, the same context he's evaluating the quality of your faith, he's also seeking to fortify it. See, he goes on to tell them these words in verse number 13 of this same text. He says, therefore, prepare your minds for action and be sober-minded. Set your hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. What are you communicating? What are you communicating, Peter? What you're now dealing with is the onslaught of the devil. What do you tell me? The devil, 1 Peter 5:8, he is going about seeking whom he may devour. Now, you don't see it. Only thing you are experiencing is the oppression. The only thing you are dealing with is all of the pains. You are having to watch your family be burned on stakes in the middle of Rome. That's what you're having to experience. You can, in fact, get upset with Nero. You can, in fact, get upset with the Roman government. You can begin to despise people. But what I need you to know and what I need you to understand is that the war you are now facing is because there is somebody behind the scene walking and he's seeking whom he may devour. And he's just happening in your context to be using Nero. That makes sense? He's using Nero in your context to disrupt your life, to oppress you, to put Christians on fire in the middle of the city. But Peter says, now all this is going on to test the genuineness of your faith and because he is functioning behind the scene. What's interesting is that the same situation the devil uses to try to break you, uses to try to make you. See, God and the devil is on the front. Both of them are concerned about you. One is concerned about your development. One is concerned about your destruction. But both of them are on the front row looking at you, and both of them are cheering you on. One, that you may continue steadfast. One, that you may break. They both there at the same time. Y'all see that? Same time. So what do you say, Peter? What you need to do, watch what he does. He says, prepare your minds for action. Why do you need to prepare your minds for action and be sober-minded? Listen to what he does. He says, set your hope fully on the grace that will be brought to you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. Don't focus on your brethren burning. Focus on the hope of heaven. See, if you focus on your brethren burning and you get upset, that anger that begins to stir up in you. See, he's going to deal with this in chapter 2. Get rid of anger. Get rid of malice. Get rid of enmity. He's going to use whatever means he can to break me. And sometimes we have the audacity to break. Peter said, don't break. Now, I want you to be mindful. He didn't say that God is going to pull you out this situation either. He actually said it's necessary for you to be in it. Because your faith needs to be tested. But what do I need to do? I need to prepare my mind. Prepare your minds for action and be sober-minded. Think clearly. Think purely. What are you after, devil? The devil, he's after your mind. He wants to control your heart. He wants to control your thinking. He wants you to get frustrated. He wants you to get depressed. He wants you to have anxieties. He wants you to start crying and be in pain and begin to question the fidelity of God. That's what he wants you to do. One of the greatest tricks the devil has played on man is making us believe he ain't working. So you think we have a tendency to think when the rain coming down and the flowers are blooming, that's God. Ain't always God. The devil know how to give kingdoms too. He says, set your hope on the grace that will be brought for you at the revelation of Jesus Christ. He says, listen what he says. He says, as obedient children, do not be conformed to the passions of your former ignorance. Don't miss that in the context. Don't miss that in the context. Do not think and act the way you used to